Well, here I am back on a no-spin May. My Little Homestead is who I'm joining in with for this. I will not be doing it in June because that is my fairy month and there's no way I can do it. But then we will start back in July and we will do the rest of the year every month, no spin. That means we're not going to be wasting our money. We're going to be trying to stay within a tighter budget and making sure we keep enough money going into savings. We're going to do our best. Like I said, I didn't make it for April and I knew I wouldn't. And I know I'm not going to make it for June and I'm not even going to worry about it. But I am going to be doing 10 months this year, no spin. No extra spending and learning to live on a budget. Learning to live on Social Security is not going to be easy, so I need to start learning. I know I can do it with a little bit of help and encouragement from all of you. So go over here and check out the Little Homestead and see what she's up to. She does lots of budgeting videos. She does all kinds of cooking videos, gardening videos, and shares her wonderful life with us. Go check her out. Good morning to all my awesome friends. We're back on doing budgeting videos. I'm going to try to do one of these every week. Right now we're going to do a little recap of April. Was in the toilet. I did not do good at all. We're not even going to discuss April. We're going to make believe it never happened and we're going to start fresh for May. Okay, well, before I do that, let's go and say that we did our 200 that we're supposed to put in our fund for our dental work did get put in last month. So we did do good on that. Now this month of May, I've already did the same. And here is another $200. So we're up to $400 for the dental fund. My goal is to try to get $500 every month put into savings for my dental fund. Well, I know it's going to be hard to believe. I did make it. We did have to put a little bit more from leftover money that we didn't spend on the grocery bill and a few other little extra funds that were left over for this month and last month, and that extra $100 brought us to a total of $500. Now we already put 1,000 in already this calendar year and now we're at 1,500. I would still like to try to make 5,000 to 6,000 this year. I don't know if I'll make it, but we're at 1,500 right now. We're in May, and we'll see what we can get put aside for June. Now we're back on a no-spend month, so we're trying to stay within a budget of what I've allotted to all my bills and trying to make sure we get money put in savings and we have money put into the dental fund. We are struggling with it, but we're still doing it. So this is a no-spend month for May, and so far we're right on target. I'm really happy about it. Now we're heading into June, and June is going to be another no-spend. We're not going to worry about no-spend month because there's no way I'm going to do it for June either, because it's going to be the fairy gardens that we have to do 30 fairy gardens in 30 days. Now it's not going to be as bad as I'm making it sound, because I do have a lot of fairy garden supplies, and I did buy a lot of plants in April, and we did throw out a lot of flower seeds. So hopefully we're going to have enough to do 30 fairy gardens next month. We'll see. I really think we will be spending a little extra, but not bad. We may even discuss how bad is bad, but we may not. Depends on where we go. April was terrible. We're not even going to talk about it. For sure, we're going to be back on a no-spend month in July and probably for the rest of the year, because there is no other thing that I have to do to spend a lot of money. We're pretty well set. I have lots and lots of things to share, lots of things to put videos up about, and I don't count my grocery shopping as an expense. Well, I do. I have a $150 budget on it, but when I start doing cooking videos again, that's going to come out of that food budget. And we have to eat no matter what. So I feel like that is going to be, we can stay in budget. Like I said, we're going to get back doing these budget videos. Sorry, I got myself off track for a while. But I did want to bring you up that we are right on what I'm trying to do, the 500 every month. We're putting 200 a month in savings. And so if you go 200 times 12, that's what I really have to have paid to the dentist. I think we're going to do way over that because I want to get this dental work done. So I'm going to try to get 5,000 put in savings, to the dentist this year. I don't know if I'll make it, but that's what I'm going to try. For sure, I'm going to get the 200 every month. As you see, I've done fine with that because we're at 1,500 and we're in the 5th month. So I think we're doing pretty good, because that would mean I should have at least $1,000 because we're in the 5th month, but I'm at 1,500. So I'm already working myself up to try to get a little bit ahead. And once we get through June, I'm going to be throwing more money at my dental work, and any leftover extra money from my grocery shopping or anything that we're not spending, I'm going to throw at the dental work. So I think it's possible I might make the 5,000 mark. It's going to be a struggle, but like I said, we've already got it 1,500. So every month I put my 200 in. So we're doing good on that. And we are getting some extra money also put into the dental fund. So we have to decide what's important to us. We all have different things that are important. We're all at different ages. And I'm not at the age where I'm raising kids. I'm not at the age where I'm having to spend a lot of money on rent and utilities. You're going to pay that until the day you die. And food is also another thing you're always going to pay. But I'm not feeding a family here. I'm just feeding me and my husband and keeping our habits going. And another good thing, we don't smoke, drink, or take drugs and gamble. Those are all big, big expenses. I know I used to have one of my coworkers say, how do you do all the things you do on what you make? I said, well, the most expensive bills that people do, or expenses, I shouldn't say bills, but is drinking, drugs, alcohol, and gambling. We don't do any of those things. Be amazed at how well you can live if you don't do those. And I blow a lot of money. So it's not like I don't spend money that I shouldn't spend, or I could cut down even more on. I have a lot of clothes. We have a camp membership that we enjoy thoroughly. So we do have a lot of things and activities that we like doing. And we have been able to do these things because to us, dealing with family and family get-togethers and are the more important things in life. We are not interested in, we don't live in a big fancy home. We live in a very tiny home. We've always lived here. We have never been able to get enough money together to buy a bigger and nicer home. Everything just keeps going up. And now inflation is out of control. So we're never going anywhere. But why should I complain? Because we're old and we have a place to live. And that's more than a lot of people can say. So I tell all my grandkids, as soon as you can buy anything, even a small little dumpy house, buy it. Just make sure it's in a good neighborhood. You can fix up a little house. You cannot fix up a neighborhood. If your neighborhood is bad, I don't care what it's like. It's never going to get better. So just make sure that you think about this. Buy a house as soon as you can. Any kind of house, even a small house. It's better than throwing your money at rent. I know things are expensive. I know it's hard. But keep in mind, rent is going up just as much as the houses are going up. So that's my tip for today. Try to get a down payment saved up. Try to find something you can afford. Even a small, tiny house like me. This was tiny. I was always going to buy something nicer. We could never afford anything nicer. But now we're old and we can live in this small house. I can't believe that we lived in this house with, I had 3 kids of my own, and I had My cousin's 2 boys lived with me for a while, and my sister's boy. I had 6 kids in this house once upon a time for a short time. I have no idea where I put them, but I did. Now I have no room, and there's just me and Grandpa. That's the funniest thing of all. I had more room when I had all these children. My house stayed cleaner with all the children. And it wasn't that they were cleaning either. So it's amazing what we can do when we have to do it. So remember, first thing you should always think about, place to live. And figure out a way to buy something, even if it's small, even if it's in bad shape. You can always fix up a house as long as you live in a good area. Well, thank you so much for my little tips on budgeting and getting in your mind what is important to you. Dental work is what's important to me, and that's what I'm doing. Sharing my journey to get this dental work done this year. Or at least get some of it done. I'm not sure I won't get all of it done, but at least try to get 1 or 2 little teeth fixed. Try to get my mouth in better shape. Because, you know, you got to eat the food that you're buying. Well, bye-bye for now. Hugs and kisses to all my awesome friends. We're back at a no-spend month.